The Go-Gos are the first female rock band that writes and plays their own material that has ever hit #1 on the Billboard album charts. That has never happened before. Their first album was called Beauty and the Beat. It sold over 2 million copies. Their new album just out, Vacation. Here's a sample. 2 members of the group in the studio with us, and they are, as they say in the music business, hot these days. Charlotte Caffey is the lead guitarist for the group, and Kathy Valentine plays bass. Welcome to Live at 5. Was that you on the water skis, or is that those people down at Cypress Gardens that do that thing?
Cypress Gardens?
Isn't that where that was? No, Cypress Gardens. Not telling, are you?
No, we were on skis.
We do water ski, right?
The new album is out just a couple of days.
Yeah.
The first one that you ever did was a giant. Are you a little nervous about the second one? Sometimes it happens, you know, that that second one comes out and they go, it didn't quite.
Well, we're real happy with it. We think we did the best we can do, so, you know, it's okay with us.
We are happy.
You're going to play Carnegie Hall here in New York, which is not a bad gig to have coming up in October for...
No, it's Madison Square Garden.
Oh, the Garden. I thought you said Carnegie Hall. Well, you'll play Carnegie Hall next October. Madison Square Garden in October. And you're getting ready to go on tour now to play some gigs, concerts around the country in connection with this album.
Right.
An all-female rock band is not something that there have been a lot of over the years, and if the reading I was doing about your group is correct, the Go-Gos had a kind of a tough time getting any recognition in the early going. Tell us a little bit about it, because nobody wanted to really take you seriously at the start, did they?
Well, we were going around to different record companies with demos, and they didn't, because there hasn't really been an all-girl band, they didn't want to take the chance. And but we got signed on April Fool's Day, 1981. And then we made the album, and here we are. On your show.
On Live at 5.
Right.
Even after you did some recording, the radio stations didn't want to play it much either, right? You guys kind of backed into it. Usually you get some play on the radio stations. That creates the concert interest. You did it kind of in reverse.
Well, it's hard for a new band. A lot of radio stations aren't exactly open to new music. It's changing little by little. But it was a lot of hard work. Our first tour, we just did everything we could to promote the album, and luckily the music sold it after that, you know.
There are 5 young women in the Go-Gos. You put the group together out in Los Angeles, as I understand it.
Yes.
How did all that come to pass for the 2 of you? What happens when you tell Mom and Dad, I'm going to L.A. and join a rock band? Do they...
Well, my parents didn't know about my band for a long time because I didn't want to tell them.
I see.
They didn't quite take any of that seriously, but now, of course, they do. And it was 5 years ago we started. And,
what about you?
Well, I made my way out to Los Angeles when I was 18 in search of fame and fortune, and I found it eventually.
You know, it doesn't happen very often. A lot of people go there, but not very many of them.
It was tough.
Strike.
I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. You leave all your friends, you know. But, I mean, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Has success changed the group since you starved and struggled and were poor and everything? I mean,
actually, we're a lot skinnier now than we have money.
Skinnier now that you have money?
Because you can afford food besides bread and spaghetti.
I see. You eat a lot of starches when you're busted, right? It's heavy on the day-old bread.
Yeah.
How do you deal with groupies? Do you have groupies at the concerts? Male rock stars have these sniveling little teenage girls that follow them around and want to do all these things. Do you have sniveling little teenage boys that do that?
Yes.
Huh?
Not really, because these guys seem a little bit intimidated by us, I think. I mean, we're just nice and easygoing, but we don't usually...
It doesn't happen. You know?
Don't have groupies? People trying to break into your dressing rooms and stuff?
We constantly disappoint people with our answers.
Well, I just assumed, I guess, that it would work both ways. Guys are intimidated. I wonder, why is that?
I don't know. Maybe they expect us to be like, you know, wild things, you know, roaming the streets, playing all these concerts, going after. We're just pretty nice and...
Kind of laid back, your average international jet-setting, multi-million-dollar successful rock group, right?
Right.
Well, we wish you success. I'm glad we had a couple of minutes to introduce you to the people in New York on this program who might not be familiar with your work and get a chance to see what you look like.
We love New York, by the way.
Good.
Great.
Well, come back and see us. You're going to be at one of those auditoriums later in the year. Maybe we can get together and do a little of this again at that time, okay?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
The Go-Gos. The new album is called Vacations. They are also expert water skiers appearing in Cypress Gardens on the weekends they're not touring. Thank you.
Jack, you went to see them. You wouldn't be intimidated, would you?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Absolutely
Okay.
possible.